Welcome back. So let's continue to section 5. And in section 5, we're going to take a list and we're just going to extract part of it. So if I copy this code into, let me get all of the code here. Copy and paste it into Notepad. Okay, we can extract part of a list. So here we can see we have 6 items here, and in this section we want to be able to extract the first 2 items, and then the second 2 items, and then finally the third 2 items. There are 3 items in this list. So we do that by referencing the index value. So here you can see we're pulling out the first 2 items, and the way we're doing it is we're using an index value of 0 for the first item, and the index value for the second item is 1. But look at this, we're not using 1 here for the end. So this is the start, we use the index value, and for the end we use the index plus 1. That's the rule. So if the index value is 1, then add 1 plus 1 and we put the number 2. There's another way of thinking about this. When you're extracting a slice from a list, the first number is the starting index, and the last number is the number in the sequence. So for example, 1, that's the first item. 2, that's the second item in the sequence. So the first number here is an index, and the second one is just simply the normal number we would have in a sequence. So we're going to do that for the middle and for the last 2 items. So we start with the name of the list. We put in our square brackets, and we want the third item here. These are the middle 2 items. We want the third item, so we're going to start with index value 2, and we want the fourth item, the laptop, so we can just either add 1 to the index or just think of it as the fourth item in that sequence. So that could be a little bit confusing. Okay, let's continue and let's do the last 2. So for the last 2, we want the fifth item, which is index value 4, and then we put the last number in there, which is going to be 6. So let's go ahead and copy this into our code. So we're going to come over here and we're going to right click and paste that in for the for the middle portion and for the last portion, but I just have to make an adjustment here for the index, so that'll be 4 to 6. So let's go ahead and click Run. And if you have any difficulty with this, please send me an email and we'll go through it again. In section 6, we're now going through a string. Here we have a string, cat, dog, frog, and we can pull out parts of the string. We can do a string operation where we're slicing it, we're pulling out pieces of it, and we're doing it in the same way that we did with a list. So that's kind of nice that we can use the same sort of syntax on a string or on a list. So here we have cat, dog, frog. Okay, so if we want to extract the first 3 characters, cat, we start with the first letter, which is C, and we know that has an index value of 0, just like a list. The second letter is going to have an index value of 1, 2, and so on. So we're going to put a 0 there, and we're going to go all the way up to the third character. So the first value you see there is the index, and the second value you're just simply doing a straight count. So let's continue. Let's now pull out dog. So we can see dog is in the middle. Okay, so we're going to type animals, which is the name of the string. Okay, and we're going to put in an index value of 3 because D is in the 4th position, and we're going to go all the way up to the 6th position for G. And let's do it for the last part here, frog. And there's a couple of ways of doing this. So I'm going to do it first the hard way. I'm going to start with an index value. So this is letter 7. F is letter 7, so it has index value 6, one less. And we can go right to the end. So 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the hard way. Now you want to see the easy way? Well, just take out the 10. If you do it like this, it will start at this position here and go right to the end of the string. And you guessed right. Those of you who guess that you can do this in the opposite direction, that is also true. If I remove the index value from the first position here, I see we start at position 10 and we're going to work our way back to the beginning of the string. So that's a way of cheating. If you don't want to actually count like I did, you can just simply leave out either the first or the end point of the start or the end point of the string. So let's go ahead and copy these things in. So we'll copy 0, 3 for animal, and then we're going to continue up. So the 4th character has index value 3, and we're going to go all the way up to the 6th position. And for frog, we have index value 6, and we're going to go all the way up to the last position. So you can count and put a number in there, okay, for the number of letters, or like I said, you can leave the endpoint blank. So let's go ahead and run this, see if we did it correctly. Let's go on to the next section, and the next section is matching order. So you can see here that we have a list of animals, ant, bat, cat, and then we're printing out the index value for bat. So bat is the middle item, the second item in that list, so it should have index value 1. So that's how you would identify the index. Let me copy this out into Notepad so we can see it clearly. At any point, a couple of people have told me they had difficulty with videos, and let me just show you the trick again. I showed it already. Let me start a video for you here. Okay, so I'm going to go to any video. So let's let's begin one of the videos. Okay, you can see it is embedded inside our course website, and you can go ahead and play it from in there. Okay, but you might not be able to see all the details. So watch what I do here. I'm going to come down to the lower right corner and I'm going to click the YouTube logo. And then when it opens up, I'm sure a lot of you know about this already, but it appears that some people are they're not aware that they can expand it into YouTube. You can then just maximize it. And if you have a fast internet connection, come to the little gear icon and make sure you're watching it in the highest possible resolution, which is 720, and then you'll be able to see all those details in there. So let me copy the code that we were working on into Notepad so we can see exactly what it is we're doing. Okay, so we have a list of items, and then when we print out the index of bat, we should see in our console the number 1 because bat is in the second position, so it has index value 1. In the next example, now this is kind of interesting here. Let's copy this in. We're doing an insert. Okay, so we're inserting dog into the list of animals. And what position is it going to be in? It's going to be, let me zoom in a little bit. It's going to be in the second position because we're using index value 1. Now everything else, starting from that, everything else that was already there is just going to be shifted up 1. So the whole list, the remainder of the list is going to be shifted up. So in this assignment here, what we want to do, use the index function, okay, to find the index of duck and assign the result to a variable called duck index. Well, here's your duck index, and we want to use the index method on our list. So I'm going to copy and paste it, and let's just go ahead and put that in here. So the name of the list is animals. You can see your animals up here, and you put in your method, and we are interested in which animal? We are interested in duck. Okay, so the index method is going to go to the list animals. It's going to count up, and then it's going to find duck in the third position. So the value assigned here will be value number 2. Then insert index item, the string cobra. So now we're going to insert an item into the list. So here's our list, and where duck was previously, we're going to put cobra. Okay, we're going to put a different animal in there. So the method for that is insert. So let me do a copy. And I'm going to put my code over here. So we type the name of our list, which is animals. And then we just simply paste in the insert method. And what are we inserting? Well, the name of the item is cobra. So let's type cobra. And we are going to place cobra. I misspelt it. There's no E. We're going to place cobra in the same position where duck is. Well, we have a value for that. We've already determined the index, so all we have to do is type duck index, and that is the position where it's going to be. So we'll type duck index, and then we're going to print out the animal. So let's go ahead and run this, and there is an error on line number 2. So let's go to it. I probably misspelled animals. So animals. And let's try this again. Click run. And we'll read our error again in line 2. Let's look at this carefully. Maybe I can do a copy and paste into Notepad so it's a little bit easier to read, and I'm sure we're going to find the error. Okay, so duck index equals animals dot index duck, so that looks perfectly fine. And then index and duck. So let's see what happened here. And the error is obvious. Duck is a string, it's not a variable. So let's go ahead and enclose duck in quotation marks, and this time it'll work. So this shows the importance of reading the console window on the right side. So let's run it again, and now we have, and we'll do the same thing with Cobra.